My name is Kian Ravaei, and this is BMI's Know Them Now video series. I'm a composer, and I'm originally from Los Angeles. If there's one thing I could achieve in my career, it would just be to write a piece of music that means as much to somebody as my favorite pieces of music mean to me. I had a friend who passed away a couple years ago, and in his final moments on life support, the thing that his family did is play him his favorite music. And I just thought, wow, that's how much music can mean to people. That's what the stakes are here. And it got me thinking, what would I want to listen to on my deathbed? And thinking about that question has sort of guided my decisions as a composer ever since. I would love to collaborate with Kayhan Kalhor. He is this amazing Iranian musician who plays the kamanche, which is kind of like the Persian violin. He's just an incredible, expressive genius, and it would be such an honor to work with him. I also grew up listening to a lot of electronic dance music, so I would love to collaborate with deadmau5 if he's interested in doing some crossover stuff. If I had to choose one word to describe my style, I would probably say joyous. That doesn't mean my music is always happy, but I heard someone saying the other day how joy is not the same as happiness. Joy is about having a bedrock of hope no matter how you feel. And I think that's true of my music in a way. Even when it's at its darkest, there's still this fundamental joy that lies underneath. My creative process is kind of all over the place. Something that's really important to me is listening to my inner singing. I spend a lot of time just sitting in silence in front of the piano, waiting to hear a melody in my head. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes I sit there for hours, but sometimes I come up with something that feels really authentic. I recently started dancing during my composing process just to get the blood circulating. And sometimes I just feel like I have to pray. I have to pray for ideas. I have to pray for focus. And that's a part of my process too, in a way. I think if I had to choose one piece that I was most proud of, it would be a piece called Golistan, which means flower garden in Persian. And this is a piece that's really special to me because it combines folk songs from my Western heritage and my Middle Eastern heritage, kind of blending them together in a seamless dialogue. And the singer sings in 3 different languages, all of which are sort of my family's mother tongues, which are Persian, Azerbaijani, and English. So hearing that sort of mixture of cultures that reflects my own upbringing really meant a lot to me. The first thing I do when I get an idea for a new piece, I have a little notebook that I carry around with me, so I might jot an idea there, or sing something on voice memos if that's faster. But to be honest, over the years, I've tried to get more comfortable with letting ideas go. Billy Collins has this amazing poem called Lines Lost Among Trees, where he talks about wandering through the forest and having an amazing idea for a poem, and then he realizes he forgot his notebook. And it's funny, he writes this whole amazing poem about this experience, and the irony is that the lines that he lost never really mattered because he still was able to write this beautiful poem. So I think, in a way, ideas are a dime a dozen, but it's the way that you execute them that counts. For me, routine is really helpful for avoiding composer's block. I don't wait for inspiration to hit me. I sit in front of the piano every day, rain or shine, and I sort of sit quietly and listen to my inner singing, and if there's no inner singing, I'll wait until something comes up. It's about not forcing it and having a steady routine for me. When I'm not making music, what do? This is such a tough question to answer because I love making music so much. It sometimes feels like everything else sort of pales in comparison, as corny as that sounds, but I've recently been watching a lot of cartoons with my fiance, which has been great. I love to spend time with my cats. I've recently started skateboarding, and I've also picked up this instrument called the setar, and I've been slowly learning it. It's this Persian long-necked lute, which I have with me right here. And it feels good to be a beginner at something again. It's very humbling. You can follow me on Instagram at Kian Ravaei or visit my website at kianravaei.com. Thank you.